Alright, hey guys, so this is Kyle here. I want to make this a separate video to kind of talk about this more in detail, instead of my raw video, because I don't want to extend that and make it longer than what it probably should have been. I'm going to talk about the ending promo with John Cena and CM Punk, ending the go home show of Raw to the pay-per-view, the Sunday Night of Champions. This promo I really enjoyed from beginning to end. Well, maybe not so much as from beginning to end, but probably when Punk interfered into the interview and made his piece, that's when it got interesting to me. To me, CM Punk, I think, brings out the best in John Cena than any other rivalry or feud that John Cena has ever had in his career in the WWE, hands down. I mean, this is my personal opinion. From interactions I've seen with John Cena, all of his feuds with guys like Triple H, Shawn Michaels, Batista, Sheamus, Randy Orton, Edge, Brock Lesnar, even The Rock himself. Nobody brings out the best in promos and even in wrestling matches, in quality wrestling matches, out of John Cena than CM Punk, like I've never seen. Hands down. From Cena and Punk's promo leading to Money in the Bank last year and the match they had at Money in the Bank, to their build and their match that led up to SummerSlam, have all been enjoyable to me. And even their build, not even just from tonight, but even from their build from here going into Night of Champions, it's been a good build and it's been enjoyable. And tonight it just topped it all for their build for this pay-per-view Night of Champions coming up in 6 days. To me, CM Punk really brings out the best in John Cena, like I haven't seen, promo-wise and even in-ring quality. He and John Cena have really good chemistry. To me, I think I would say John Cena and CM Punk are this generation in professional wrestling. Steve Austin and Rock. And when I make that statement, I'm not saying that Punk is the next Austin or Cena's the next Rock, or that they are on the level of Rock and Austin, or they're the next Austin and Rock. I'm not saying that, but I'm using that as an example of how in wrestling you always have that one big feud between those two superstars, where they have just such good chemistry that they just bring out the best out of each other with in-ring work, promos, everything. You know, in the golden age of wrestling, it was Ric Flair and oh god, this is gonna kill me. Arn Anderson, Ric Flair and Arn Anderson, or Ric Flair and Ricky Steamboat, or more like to take that back, Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, the golden era. Ric Flair and Dusty Rhodes, in the wrestling boom period. My mind is going blank here. Sorry guys, I'm really messing up here. I'm trying to remember all these names. In the wrestling golden era, the two guys that had the best chemistry together were Dusty Rhodes and Ric Flair. And I even say Ric Flair and Terry Funk. In the wrestling boom period, Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage, or Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. The Attitude Era, Austin and Rock. This generation, I say CM Punk and John Cena. That's my opinion on that. They have that chemistry where they both bring out the best in each other in promos and in wrestling matches. I mean, like I said, tonight, I'm just looking at it from a bigger microscope per se. Think going back to last year, from Money in the Bank to SummerSlam to now, I think it's safe enough to say for me at least, like I said, out of John Cena's entire career in the WWE, nobody has brought out the best in John Cena than CM Punk. Punk has brought out the best in John Cena in promo-wise and everything else, better than, in my opinion, than The Rock. The build between Rock and Cena, it was one-sided. Rock just completely dominated Cena, and rightfully so, because he's out of Cena's league. But And even you can even say last year during Money in the Bank, Punk was a little bit ahead of Cena, but Cena could still keep up with he could still keep up with CM Punk. He was completely drowned by CM Punk even last year during the Money in the Bank. But tonight, the promo that John Cena cut on CM Punk, it was just a cold hard facts truth. I mean, like I said, I consider it a little bit of a shoot promo he kind of cut tonight on CM Punk. You even looked at Cena. Cena had a fiery passion. He was intense. A side of Cena that we have not seen in a long, long time. Which, I kind of smirked a little bit. I'm like, whoa, Cena's getting some fire underneath his belly. And I just wish we kind of see this side of Cena more often rather than I work here 365 days a year and I earn these people's respect because I'm here all day and night. Instead of that Cena, this is the Cena we want to see every single day on a constant basis. Something with some fire, some passion. It doesn't even have to turn heel. What he showed tonight against CM Punk in this promo, if he could just do that on a regular basis, I'd be fine with it. But like I said, the promo he really cut tonight was just, I thought it was good. I thought he was on par with John Cena. With Punk, not even on par with Punk. But I think I'd even say had the upper edge on Punk tonight in the promo. And I'm saying he completely overshadowed Punk because Punk made some good points, minus him saying that he was better than all the Attitude Era stars. But other points he threw out there, I thought were pretty valid. It was a good promo even on his end. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys think CM Punk, out of all the feuds John Cena's had in his career, that CM Punk is the best feud he's ever had, as well as CM Punk is the best wrestler to have brought out to bring out the best in John Cena in terms of in ring wrestling ability, as well as in terms of match quality, as well as promo quality. The CM Punk bring out the best in John Cena better than anyone else that John Cena's ever worked with. Let me know what you guys think on that, as well as do you agree with me or not in thinking that Punk and Cena are this generation's Austin and Rock in terms of, like I said again, the chemistry between the two. Like I said, in the Golden Era, your two top dogs that had the best chemistry that brought out the best in each other were Ric Flair and Rhodes. Then you had Savage and Hogan to Austin and Rock. To now, I think Punk and Cena. Let me know what you guys think about that as well. Leave your comments in the box below. Subscribe. Peace.